NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, is the U.S. government's oldest scientific agency. NOAA's work reaches from the bottom of the sea to the surface of the sun.
172 foot in length. She's in a fine research ship. She is on a year contract to the U.S. government right now, performing fisheries and ecological studies on the west coast of the United States. She's getting ready to depart for a 1-month voyage out into the middle of the Pacific Ocean to study the debris, the donut hole plastic issue that's resulting as a lot of the debris from around the Pacific Ocean is accumulating into one area they feel can be an ecological disaster. So she's going to go out and study that. There'll be about 25 to 30 people on board for the next month. She has a 9,000 mile range, and so that won't be an issue, but she'll be away from port services for well over a month, close to 35 days, with 30 people in the middle of the Pacific, so you need to take all your parts and spares with you. It's a very reliable ship. She's CPP propulsion and variable pitch. She can just cruise along at a half a knot, or you can do a solid 10 knots. She's very fuel efficient. She burns less than 800 gallons per day, which is for a 172 foot ship of this size and worldwide capability is very efficient, very quiet, very smooth running ship, and beautiful lines. One of the prettiest research ships in the world to date. Very expensive to rebuild, to create a new asset like this with a lot of fare and camber to the decks and fairing to the hull and the bow to the stern lines. It's a pretty ship. Large back deck area, which can be used for science work. It can be used for submarines, ROVs. And if you decided that you wanted a little bit less, it would be a great area for large lounges and so forth. The ship smells fresh. It smells like it's ship getting ready to go to sea. It's got paint and, the stores coming aboard and people preparing her, you can tell. And we carry marine mammal observers. We're always for some of our projects, and they use this area and then on top of the pod house for whale watching and protected species notations and making sure that we're integrating that data along with our fisheries and our ecological studies. Beautiful lines. I mean, gorgeous lines. Whether it's a research ship or a yacht or a combination vessel, it's rare to have that feel. You feel how the bow flows down and the pilot house rounds out. It's a beautiful vessel. And hydraulic driven anchor winch. The chains are a little rusty now, but vessel's in class, fully has a U.S. Coast Guard certification, which is rare, on top of it as a passenger vessel and research vessel. And then she also has ABS load line and ABS class. So all her machinery is cared for and maintained to the highest standard. And many a mile, many an ocean expedition has been witnessed and experienced from this location, standing right here, all over the world. Nice boat. This is a nice boat. We have this cherry flooring in here and all the electronics. She's set up for. Of course, if you converted her over to a yacht, this would be a beautiful area for that. You could put a big settee area back in here, and you could turn this into a nice integrated pilot house lounge area here. They use this for navigation, for survey. Here's an integrated control and maintenance system. It monitors the generators and the automation of the machinery, generators, main engines. What a great area for a sun deck, and with the bimini up here and looking down over the bow. We're above the pilot house here. Good height, great visibility. She's got life vests because she can carry up to 45 people on board. She meets passenger ship criteria for her number of life rafts that she carries port and starboard. Science cranes and science equipment, a number of hard-bottom inflatable launches on here that are used, but primarily the A-frame is used for science, for deploying scientific tools, ROVs, AUVs over the stern. And then she has other various A-frames that go off the side. They're J-frames, they're single-legged J-frames, and those are for deploying scientific instrumentation for water quality and current and salinity and coring devices and that type of thing off either side, port and starboard. Wet lab for wet lab species and bringing fish and salinity samples and anything to do with anything that's wet and caustic aboard. Set up for chemicals. This is where it's happening in the galley. See about 25 to 30 people in this area, so that works well. Number of staterooms up here, 4 to the dining area, the galley, and the dining area. And then of course your bosun's locker and deck machine shop here. Being used right now preparing. She leaves in just a few hours for this next mission, and has been at sea for about 5 months working and just came in a few days ago, and she leaves tomorrow, refuels and leaves tomorrow for that 35-day mission out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And then she'll come back and immediately go back on another mission for another 4 months. So highly reliable vessel. Yeah, she carries, I think, 50,000 of fuel for 45 days, at least 45, 50 days. That's well over 12,000 miles, over 10,000. At 240 miles a day. The main engine room, where you've got 2 main engines and then the 2 generators in the control space. The heart of the ship. She has multiple water makers, obviously twin screws, CPP propellers, 3 generators. So she can run on either one of these generators, and they're large capacity. For a lot of she can support a lot of science and mission-related equipment. In class, she's load-lined in class with a certificate of inspection by the Coast Guard on top of it. It's a very thorough set of regulatory inspections and permits to operate. Here's the main monitoring station right there. Subsea science winch, and this is also her trawl winch, so she can do, this handles her trawl cables as well as some science cabling. Yeah, multiple systems for everything. These ships are meant to go offshore long distance, and carry out their mission. There's the government locks out to the starboard side as you head out from the freshwater out into towards the Pacific, and once you go through those locks, you drop about 20 feet, and you ultimately can go to 1,000 different anchorages, one every night if you wanted to. And it's a wonderful area up in the Pacific Northwest here.